child who maybe isn't talking or is reluctant to talk, if you're constantly asking them a question like, say ball, or can you show me where whatever is, as opposed to, when you're playing, and it happens, like, let's say I'm giving a scenario of cars on the ground and a little boy playing on the ground with his mom, and she's saying, where's the wheel? Where's the door? Show me the, we would say if you could try and replace the question with a comment, that's far more useful for the child, because they're going to be far more, there's less pressure on them, and they're going to be far more likely, I suppose, to participate in an interaction than if they're just being tested all the time. So for example, instead of saying, where's the car's wheel? The mom might go, oh look, the car has a wheel. Oh, there's another wheel, 2 wheels, as opposed to saying, where's the wheel? So the contrast there, I suppose, is for the child in asking, where's the wheel? All they can say is, well, they can point to the wheel, first of all. There's no incentive to say anything. And kids are smart. Like, kids at 3, they know. They're looking at you going, Mom, like, you know that I know. Like, why are you asking me that? And it's funny because I say that and they go, yeah, they do know. So I suppose that's what we're talking about. Questions then that are open-ended questions, that are fun questions to ask. Like, oh, I wonder where the duck is gone. That's a fun question. It's a general I wonder question. So kind of think about it. If there's a I wonder at the start of it, that's a nice question. If it's just a question that that they know, that that they know, that then you kind of go, well, why am I asking this? Is there actually a reason for me asking this? Not really. It's just to make myself feel better that I know that he knows where his stomach is.
When children do begin preschool, if English is not their home language, that there may be a period where they are very quiet. But it is that they are absorbing, Emma talks about the sponge, they are taking in the utterances and the sounds, and again we'd be reinforcing that idea that the home language is their best model of effective language, effective communication, and that the rest will come. But within our preschools we do try to encourage an appreciation of additional languages. So where possible, if we can have a parent in to read a story in another language, just the cadences and the sounds of it are beautiful and captivating for children.
Sure.
And some of our books, like some of them are translated into Irish, like Oil Babies, for example, that's a big favourite, and you get that in Irish. And to watch a group of children who don't speak Irish, it's not Nina I'm talking about, just listening to that being read, they're as captivated. So it's embracing and enjoying that as well.
Okay.
He was actually a father who said that the programme came at just the right time for him, because he had dropped out, he had been made unemployed and had lost his confidence, and just before the programme was starting went for an interview, and he said, and that's why he was unsure whether he was starting or not, but did very poorly at the interview, and he said he had just lost his confidence completely, and he wondered if I had seen that in him, when I approached him about the programme, but actually I hadn't, and he had been in a deep depression, he told me. And I think because he had lost his confidence, lost his skills, and was in that depression, he needed time to see, well, was he going to be able to do it? And just in terms of communication, and in terms of what you were saying about parent-child activities, what came up as well was in terms of the fathers who found it very difficult to communicate, and that put them off coming into the school. What they liked about parent-child activities when they came into the school was, and as one lad said, I only have to sit with my child. I don't have to talk to a parent if I don't want to. I don't have to talk to a teacher. I can just sit and play with my child. So, for someone who has lost their communication skills, I think that was a very, those kind of activities, apart from all the learning, it's very safe for parents to come in to do.
When I began, I was talking about parents who are unsupported, and clearly there is a lot going on in different communities, a lot of creativity and dynamic approaches that are really aiming to put the families and the parents in and build from there, rather than trying to, as Dorothy said, try and fit people into boxes. So I hope you enjoy your workshops this afternoon, and thank you very much for your participation. So thank you.